There's the BNSF Railroad flowing through New Mexico on Route 66 right here. We just left the great town of Milan, New Mexico, and we're headed into Bluewater on our great tour of Route 66 out here. Anyway, about 3.5 miles from Milan. Just take our little Route 66 road right here. You come across the first little relic is the Bluewater Motel. So 1926 to 1935, this is really just a 2-lane road. In 1935 it was widened to 4 lanes. And in the 1960s, Interstate 40 opened up and bypassed this entire town. Little small agricultural community, about 6,800 feet above sea level, at the foot of the Zuni Mountains. Anyway, best known for its Bluewater Lake State Park and lots of little relics we're going to find along the way. So along the way to Bluewater, just big open field areas, couple farms up here, the railroad up on the right. Up ahead on our left, this is the beautiful Bluewater Motel and Inn. Opened in 1957. It's a third of our Franciscan lodges built by Nestor King out in New Mexico. We're going to jump out and take a quick look at that guy there. Well, here we go. It's our beautiful Bluewater right there. It looks like somebody lives there. Holy moly. Advertised 22 new ultra-modern units, air conditioning, wall-to-wall carpeting, ceramic tiled baths, and tub and shower combinations. Telephone in every room, TVs, complete children's playground. So after uranium was discovered here in 1952, the population grew from 2,500 people to 10,000. And the motel was moved directly across the road out here from the famous Anaconda processing plant. And a great neon sign up there. There's a swimming pool right in front, just under the sign there. And on the right, that was the Bluewater Inn restaurant, opened in the 1960s. Long brick, sharp eaved edges right there on the eaves. Slanted windows in front were real big and large, way on the end there. Wow, it had a chimney mounted right in the center. And on the right was the bar lounge. Used to be a sign right on top there. Served charcoal broiled steaks, seafood, deep pan fried chicken. Where dining is a pleasure. Now right up here about 1/4 mile, got this building right there. It's called Allen's Garage. Opened in 1955 by John Payne. Anyway, it's a square stucco building. Single garage bay right in front there. It's flanked by smaller windows. Little stepped up parapet on top right there. Allen's Garage. That's a nice relic we have. Now about 2 miles past Allen's Garage, go past a Dairy Queen. And right up here we have what's called Brock's Trading Post on the left. This guy here is Brock's Trading Post, built in the 1940s. It's a second building that formed our little trading post business out here. And the first building was out here on the eastbound lanes of our new road, so I had to tear it down and bring it over here. And that first building sat on the eastbound lanes. It was a long single-story structure with a grocery store, curio shop, living quarters, and a small Texaco station. Even had a Greyhound bus depot. So the street here was upgraded to a 4-lane in 1954. Of course, had to tear down the trading post and put up this new one right here. It's got that rounded roof. It's called a Quonset hut. And there's our beautiful train coming by. It's always so noisy. So anyway, this guy here was built in 1954. Little prefabricated building with the curved sheet metal walls. It's very typical of post-World War II to have these quick Quonset buildings set up. Used to have a flat facade up front, advertised packaged liquors and cold beer. Had a small Standard Oil station too. Probably right where this fence is we have today, so that's kind of what's left of Brock's Trading Post. And about 1/2 mile down, we have a Another snake pit trading post ahead. Yeah, nothing much out here in Bluewater today except the noisy trains. Just about a half mile up from that little last station we saw, we have another trading post. This guy here is called Boland's Old Crater Trading Post. See on the wall it says Boland's right there, listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Dates back to 1936. It's one of our few remaining genuine trading posts on Route 66. It sold rugs, dolls, jewelry, pottery. So the original building was a wood frame structure. First sold food and goods to the local natives, but as traffic grew on Route 66, he added more curios and tourist-related merchandise. Even had mobile gas pumps up here in 1938. So in 1954, he demolished this old store and built a new one. You see here, Spanish Pueblo design, flat roof, stucco walls, protruding timber viga beams coming out, lots of colorful murals. So the owner's daughter took over in 1956, rebranded this place the Thunderbird Trading Post, and then Interstate 40, right down there, that's Interstate 40. Of course, it bypassed the town and ruined it, and business dropped off, and the trading post closed in 1973. Here's what you have here. You can't go over because it's all barbed wired, private property. It's great murals here. Old Crater Trading Post and the Thunderbird later on. We got one more trading post up ahead called the Rattlesnake Trading Post. So just ahead, going westbound, our 4-lane converts back to our 2-lane Route 66 right here. And our last stop in Bluewater is this adobe looking building. It's called the Rattlesnake Trading Post. We're gonna get out and take a look. Hey, this building looks absolutely fantastic. On this wall right here used to be painted Reptile Gardens. Big green, white letters. All along the side said cafe here, and all up there it said Rattlesnake Trading Post. So originally this is one of Brock's trading posts of New Mexico, owned by a guy named Victor Holmes, who sold curios, tourist-related merchandise, and Gulf brand gasoline. Beautiful. It's a cafe right there. So Jake Atkinson, he purchased the store in 1945. To attract tourists, he began tying up burros to the gas pumps and staging cockfights. He set up a rattlesnake den. He renamed it the Rattlesnake Trading Post. You can't see the ghost writing on the wall there. It also housed a cafe and a nightclub. 1926 Route 66 alignment ran behind the building originally. So when the new alignment was put out here, he had to kind of flip his building over to this side to attract the new travelers on the new road. Anyway, this place is pretty cool. That's our last site out here in Bluewater. We're gonna head out westbound on Route 66 here, our later alignment to the town of Pruitt, New Mexico. Thanks for watching. Bye.